because when they scanned the room and I saw shoes, I didn't say it was unique just yet. I was just like, is this one of like they boys that they didn't shoot? Is this like I'm trying to figure out who it is. I thought it might have been Kanan as an adult because he always does
the voiceover,
the little voiceover at the end. I thought he was gonna look at the screen and be just like, see, you get killed like this, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like he just started. I thought it was gonna be one of those, like a breaking the fourth wall narration kind of thing. But
yeah.
yeah, man. When Unique looked at the camera, I was like, damn.
Hey, I was yelling that the whole last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I was yelling like I was watching basketball. But this nigga, yeah, I mean, we can just talk about this, then we can talk about the rest of the episode.
Hey, fuck the rest of the episode, man. The rest
Yeah,
of the episode, I'm just fucking with it.
I have no problem with that either.
Yeah.
But watching Kanan walk up behind Ronnie, I'm like, oh, this nigga finna really kill. I'm like, he's not finna bow.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, nigga. I'm screaming like, yes, fuck that nigga.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Right. Disclaimer, no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you, and we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off.
Hey, what up, cousin? What you doing?
Aw, shit. What you want?
Damn, why you asking me that?
Sean, if you call me asking me what I'm doing, it's because you got something you want me to do.
Man, you tripping. Check it out, though.
Damn it, see?
Hey, chill out. Why you acting like that? You don't even know what I want.
It don't matter what you want. You always asking for stuff.
Hey, nigga, didn't you just ask me to handle that little thing with the dude and thing, and didn't I do that shit without asking twice? Didn't you say you owed me and it didn't matter what I asked you would do it?
Why you bringing up old shit?
Tanya.
All right, nigga, damn. What is it?
Hey. Let me just say this before we get into the talks. I can't remember the first Power, like episode for episode. We've been watching Tariq's. We don't watch Tommy's. To me, this was the best Power episode I've ever seen. Like the very best episode I've ever seen. I want to apologize to the writers because you niggas was going crazy. I was talking shit at the beginning of the season. You niggas was writing like a motherfucker for this, for the whole shit, the way the whole season came together and to end it like this. You niggas is amazing.
Yeah, man. The full circle and the it's definitely one of the best finales.
Right.
For sure. I'm gonna have to give Lamar his props one time because it's usually me that's predicting life. I'm out here predicting. So I'm gonna let everybody know that Lamar's in the writing room for Power.
He got me fucked up.
He was in there and he tried to act like he didn't know. I mean, that he was unique. wasn't dead, but he wrote it that way.
No, I didn't, man. I think I told you before. I watched certain shit too closely. Certain shit stands out to me. If certain things are said, it's like I hang on to it. Mm-hmm. When you don't see a body in this shit, that nigga's not dead. And that's plain and simple. You have to confirm a death. You see how? So I'm just gonna jump to the end. You seen how when Omar Epps got shot, they close up to let you know this nigga's dead. Ronnie got shot. They close up, even though we seen him get shot in the head. We got to close up on you to let you know this nigga's dead.
Yeah.
If you don't see, you could beat a nigga unconscious, but if you don't show me, you got to show me the funeral. You got to show me this nigga's dead.
I think for me, it wasn't the show showing that he was dead. It was the interview in real life that he did. Saying that he saw the script and he was like, "Oh, what the hell?" But I had a good time. I was just like, "Why in the hell would he do that?" But it's usually actors don't really go out and try to throw off the consumer or whatever. You know what I mean? When they out, they out. They ain't like, man, shit, I'm out. You know what I mean? When what's his name passed or whatever, he wasn't saying that he wasn't going to be in it and was like back in it. It don't flow like that or whatever, right? So when I saw the interview, I'm thinking that, okay, well, shit, this nigga said he out, so he out. Joey Badass character, not unique. Like, his real character is like, yeah, this was it. So him just throwing us off like that let me know. It's just like, because when they scanned the room and I saw shoes, I didn't say it was unique just yet. I was just like, is this one of like they boys that they didn't shoot? Is this like I'm trying to figure out who it is. I thought it might have been Kanan as an adult because he always does the
voiceover,
the little voiceover at the end. I thought he was gonna look at the screen and be just like, "See, when you get killed like this, motherfucker." You know what I mean? Like he just started. I thought it was gonna be one of those like a breaking the fourth wall narration kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. When Unique looked at the camera, I was like, damn.
Hey, I was yelling that the whole last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I was yelling like I was watching basketball. But this nigga, I mean, we can just talk about this, then we can talk about the rest of the episode.
Hey, fuck the rest of the episode, man. The rest of the episode, I'm just fucking with it.
I have no problem with that either.
No.
But watching Kanan walk up behind Ronnie, I'm like, oh, this nigga finna really kill. I'm like, he's not finna bow. Yeah. I'm like, yes, nigga. I'm screaming like, yes, fuck that nigga. Then Rock picks up the gun and points it at Omar Epps. I'm like, what is her plan? I'm thinking she's gonna threaten him.
Yeah.
Bow, nigga, you dead too. I'm like, oh, nigga, this is crazy. I'm screaming like, yeah.
It was a trifecta.
It was a trifecta. And then they walk out. As soon as I seen them boots, I was like, nigga.
That's crazy, man. The way that they wrote that in there, and I like the way that they kind of like, because we all know Detective Howard's character has been kind of like all right, what the fuck does this nigga keep on doing? Like, they keep on sprinkling this nigga around like he's going back to jail. I don't give a damn if he's
nobody gives a fuck.
I don't give a shit why y'all keep throwing him in here. It felt like every time he saw Rock, he was always saying some silly shit like, I'm trying to protect you and da-da-da-da-da. I'm just like, nigga, like, nobody shouldn't really need you like that up in here. You know what I mean? It's like, it'd be nice to just have a cop that's doing dirt, but you don't seem like you even want to do that. Now you're trying to put my brother down. So we know right now, from this day on, Rock and family, it's so close to where it's just like, nah, like there's no getting away from that. Even Kanan. Because Kanan, you shot at Kanan's mama and you thought that shit was gonna ride.
Hey, I loved. Okay, so they did a lot of redemption with these characters, man.
Yeah,
I loved when Kanan ran up in there.
And
he was like, "Nigga," like the way he went off on him. And then Ronnie stood up. He said, "Nigga," what'd he say? "This ain't what you think it is, and I ain't who you think I am." Yeah. I was like, "Get at him, little nigga!" Like, fuck this nigga, man. Yeah. Hey, I've been wanting Ronnie killed since he came in this motherfucker. Yeah. Fuck Ronnie.
Who you talking to, little boy?
Oh, you ain't nothing but a little boy.
That nigga was just like, nigga, I don't know what the fuck you think this is. You don't know who. I'm like, damn, like that. That's a lie. That's a bar.
That's a fucking bar.
That nigga finally don't sound. He finally didn't sound like he was trying to be like this Kanan character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like he was just. I feel like he's finally kind of like reaching that. He found the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a balance now where it ain't extra Kanan. Now it's like I'm acting.
Yeah. So when he did that, he dipped out, and then they kidnapped. I'm thinking they really kidnapping him or whatever. I didn't think he was setting them up. I didn't know. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and know that. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I know that he wasn't trying to, or that he was gonna like play rock. You know what I mean?
I didn't. I didn't think that at all. I thought he literally got kidnapped and they wanted the ransom money.
Yeah. So when Rock and, which I think is real, I'm still not racking my brain, but I'm just like, man, these situations are so easy to kind of like eliminate people, right? And it's just like there ain't, the whole "there's no honor amongst thieves" situation, right? But then there is some type of honor to where you could go to this place in the dark, in this warehouse or whatever, with $500,000 and not expect the bodyguards to just pop you at the door. Like, what do they need you for?
What do you?
You know what I mean?
They can take the money and be gone. Like,
that's it. Like, you came here with $500,000.
Right.
Like, I'm good. I can go get me, some drugs with 500,000. You know what I mean? I'm taking you out.
Hey, speaking of that, I'm gonna give Brian his props. I give credit where credit is due. You said you felt like Rock was setting it up for Kanan to go home, and that's exactly what the fuck she did. Like, she brought it full circle. Like, nigga, you need me.
Yeah.
It's like you said, you was like, she's eliminating every angle he got to make him come home. And that's exactly that. Like, after she popped Howard, he was like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "Come on."
Yeah.
Like, you going with us. Like, that's it.
So yeah, it was because at this point, just like I was just saying, like, Rock is all for family. Like, she didn't take out Lou. You know what I mean? Like, we saw that they tried to give us like Lou with his eyes closed in the beginning, like he was dead. Like, we kind of knew that right away. I was just like, yeah, he looks alive.
But we knew where he was going. Like, we knew what that was already.
Yeah, so it was just like, and then Howard just kept saying, Marvin gonna have to take the fall. Marvin gonna have to take the fall. Just like, you really think she was gonna like put her brother in jail for life over you,
nigga? Like, she already told you she don't give a fuck about you. She told you what she gives a fuck about. She ain't gonna ever sacrifice nobody in her family. Maybe her mama, but she ain't sacrificing nobody in her fucking family for you, nigga.
Nigga, she thought so quick on the, like, once Ronnie's gun fell, and she saw that Kanan, took what's her name's life. Like, damn, like, my son is protecting me, so I gotta protect. It was almost like a domino effect. Like, my son protected me, and I gotta protect my family. You know what I mean?
I gotta protect my family, and this nigga on the side of me is a cop who just saw my son murder somebody.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, this nigga right here is trying to get my brother in jail. Like, even we got away from this situation, this Ronnie situation, right? Which I still feel like is like, all right, y'all gonna shoot these niggas and chill, but the bodyguards is in the front. That still bothers me or whatever. I'm just like, these bodyguards could have been killed y'all niggas. But Marvin came and popped both of them just in the nick of time, which is all right, cool, whatever, movie magic.
Right. But no. So I think, I'm thinking just by you saying that, because I was thinking the same thing when the gunshots went off. Why didn't the security guard run in there? That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking Kanan played it to where Ronnie, in that moment, Ronnie felt like we're stealing this money and you gave me permission to kill your mom.
Yeah.
So that's why he was happy counting the money, and then he's still pointing the gun like, I'm about to pop your ass now.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably, when they heard the first gunshot, it's like,
Rock.
He killed Rock. And then they heard the second gunshot, like maybe he killed the detective too.
Yeah.
So when they ran in there, like, what the fuck? And then super shooting Marvin.
It's always a nigga with like some marksman.
Yeah.
But I guess like in TV and movie, you know what I mean? It's like there's got to be some type of superhero effect to these characters, because they're not gonna die. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like everything can't make sense, because it didn't make sense that the henchmen that were there weren't in the same room. And they didn't see all this happen. That doesn't make sense. But in movies, sometimes to make shit, you got to move shit along. It's like, hey, we got to throw this in there. Y'all sorry.
Right. It doesn't make sense if you're gonna do that, because they got to watch the door. I get it, but have one in there with you. Like, why is why is both of them watching the door?
Yeah, that plan could have totally unless Kanan. Now I would have probably wrote it to where Kanan set it up to where it was just him and Ronnie. You know what I mean? To where it's just like, so you don't have to worry about no other people. It's just like it's just me and Ronnie gonna meet you here, and Kanan made sure of that because he had control. Like, yo, we're gonna set my mom up, but just just me and you kind of shit. But then that also could have been a red flag as well.
Yeah, of course, nigga. Ain't nobody trusting that. I wouldn't have trusted that shit.
Like, nigga, what? Like, no, we bringing the homies.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. Other than that, I'm still talking about the unique shit.
I did have another prediction though, but I went away from it. So when Famous first, when Famous first moved to his mom's house and he put that gun in that shoebox.
Yeah.
My prediction at that time was his mom was gonna find that gun and give it to the police.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what episode it was, but I said the exact thing that happened. I got away from it because we was kind of hoping Famous, that's how they got close again.
Yeah.
But that is what happened. But where do you think they go with Famous now? Because he looked like he about to tell something.
Well, that's the thing. I think Famous is going to, his song is going to tell on him. I think that song is coming because it's like they already got him for the gun. They already know who, the gun killed. So now it's up to them to do that investigation. Like he's about to get a lawyer, and that song is gonna surface in some way, shape, or form. It's just like, oh, well, this is exactly the chain of events like you're talking about in the song. They're gonna use it. It's almost gonna be like how they doing Young Thug right now. Like, you know what I mean? Playing his music. Yeah. Like, what does this mean? You know what I mean? So I think all that's gonna come full circle. But right now, I don't think it matters because it doesn't really affect nobody, you know what I mean, other than Famous.
But even saying all that, these motherfuckers keep blowing me up.
They asked him something. I
was about to say. So when they asked him, they said, where dude got killed, where the murder was on the gun, because he said I bought the gun for protection. He's kind of trying to clear his name on that. Yeah. They was like, we found you outside of the apartment of the dude who got killed. He was like, he was still alive, and then they was like, well, why'd you go to jail, and why did Howard get you out?
Right, that's what it was. But now Howard is dead.
But that's where you could be like, I got the gun from Howard. Because they already see Howard as a dirty cop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's where he could take the angle of, Howard told it to me for my protection, man. He was looking out for me.
Howard about to get his name drugged through the mud.
Everything's on Howard right now.
Everything. It's like, like once Famous finds out that Howard is dead, because they're going to find out that Famous is in jail or whatever. And they'll probably get a chance to talk to him in some kind of way. I don't know how, but they're probably going to be like, just tell him Howard did it.
That's it.
And then it's going to be like almost a case closed, like, oh, shit. But I think that song is still coming some kind of way. I don't know when they're going to do it, but that song is coming around.
But I don't, because I feel you. But I don't think they're going to attach it to the song. I think Lou comes back and then they get the music shit going again. I feel like this Howard dying, that's going to clear him of that body. Mm-hmm. The song's still gonna be big, but that's gonna clear him of that body because they already they only looking for information from Howard. Even when they question him about it, dude was like, I don't give a fuck about that. He was like, I want to know about Howard. Like, why did Howard get you out of jail?
Yeah, no,
it's like that's their focus. Their focus is too much on Howard for them to even be really believing that he killed somebody.
Yeah, they're gonna really have to take a deep dive and now because like their whole investigation was through Howard. Like, we're gonna figure out that Howard was dirty and blah blah, and we're gonna try to close this case. But now Howard is gone, they're gonna know he was dirty in some kind of way, but they're not gonna have him to like say anything or confess anything. Like, there's nothing else to say. You know what I mean? They don't really got nothing on Marvin. You know what I mean? It's like they was trying to attach things to him and talk to the detective in order to, because that's why Howard was trying to put Marvin in jail to get the dirt off of him.
Yeah, he literally kept saying it. I'm like, nigga, do you think she really somebody got to take the downfall? Nigga, it's you. What are you talking about?
He said it in front of bro.
In front of him. Yeah, somebody still got to answer for all of this.
Like, then looked at Marvin. Yeah. At that point, Rock was probably like, oh, this nigga got me fucked up.
You gotta go. At this point, this nigga gotta die.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure about the Famous thing. Like, my only prediction, just like you said, is I feel like at some point him and Lou gonna get back together. But then
Yeah.
Lou's character had kind of accepted his fate as who he was. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means like shit. I'm a gangster. I'm gonna be a gangster, and you know, like 50 Cent said, I'm a gangster, Grandpa, and I'm proud of it. Remember, you know, because he kind of sat on the couch on some like, damn. I just realized that no matter what, like the FBI came in here, I'm always gonna be this guy. So when he tried to hang himself, it was almost like shit. I can't do this either. I think he's gonna go back to his ways.
Okay, so I don't. In that moment when he tried to hang himself, and he looked in the mirror like, "Nigga, what are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a new awakening. And when he goes back, he's going to be strictly music. But at the end of next season, something's going to pull him back in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something's going to happen to where he just like, no, fuck that, nigga. Like, well, I got to go get my gun. I got to go. I'm going to handle this the only way I know how. Remember how Rock was out? And then she was just like, nigga, why am I doing this? All I know is this drug dealing shit. Why am I doing this?
Rock was out for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, nigga.
They keep calling me back.
Yeah.
I think it possibly will lose thing. Like once he gets back and he's like, yo, I'm all music.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when the song comes around. It's like, oh, you know, they produced this song and it's like his only artist that he was trying to like pop and get himself back together is now in jail. Like Famous might not go to jail right away. They might, you know, let him go because of lack of evidence.
I don't think that song is going. I don't think the song is going to go in that way. I just don't. I don't feel like they're going to do that.
They keep playing that song, not this episode, but it's like the fact that they keep on playing it and it just details exactly how he feels about what he did. It's just why they keep on playing that song. Why is the white lady so into this song? You know what I mean? And now trying to get him signed and all of that. I feel like the song is going to get bigger and people are going to hear it, and it's going to sound like he confessed to the murder. It's gonna sound like he confessed to a murder, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think they're gonna attach it to that. I just don't see that. I don't see them taking that angle now. Because they approached in that interrogation. If they would have said it right there when they was like, "We found this gun got a body on it, and we heard your song." It was if they would have did that combination, it'd have been different. That would have been it. But for the fact that they didn't bring the song up, they just keep talking about Howard. That's letting me know they really don't see him as the killer. And he played the role. He played the shit out that part of the role when that nigga was like, I didn't kill nobody. Like, he did. I wouldn't kill nobody. He's like, he wasn't even dead when I saw him over there. It's like he played that role so good. They're not even looking at him as a suspect. They want to know Howard. Right. And he's going to say, Howard gave me that gun for protection. That's going to be his best bet. Yeah, and he's going to be off. Yeah. I like that they're giving Famous more of a storyline because I was starting to like, yo, leave this nigga up out of here, man. I'm tired of this nigga, bro. You know how I felt about it. Yeah, so it's just like, I feel like now his character, like, you know, is, I don't know about the fourth season, but the third season is like, especially the ending of the third season is like his character felt like more important. You know his character is more, I think, like what you said with Kanan, getting that balance in his acting. I feel like Famous is doing the same thing. He's not as over animated and goofy. Yeah, he's more like normalized. Like he talk like he didn't calm the fuck down. Like he's over it. Yeah. He ain't on the bullshit no more. Yeah. I don't want to see him gone at this point. I want to see what happens to his character. And I think that's the thought. I didn't care about what happened to his character the past seasons. I was like, man, whatever. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Even when he shot old boy, I was just like, all right. But it's like now I'm like, all right, you know, I kind of want to see how this plays out with Famous. You know what I mean? Like, when he comes on the screen, I'm not just like, God damn, like what's that's how I felt about Howard. Like, oh, come on, man. What's up with what you think is happening with Jukebox now? I didn't know she was like, I don't have to go to the army. I can say no. I'm like, what world can you do that in? Yeah, I was gonna ask you that next about Jukebox. I think something's going to, I thought it was going to happen this episode. But I feel like now they might play it to where shit, the episode start Jukebox in the army. You know what I mean? It's like, you know how they start the season off with like time has went by. Like it's not going to be the next day, fourth season. It's just like time went by, Jukebox already in the army, blah, blah, blah. Because at this point, ain't no reason to stay. Like Butter is done. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The girl though, she can stay for that girl. Yeah, but it was like one of those things. Like she kind of like dusted her off. He was just like, I'll wait for you, Julie. He was like, no, you won't. And I don't want you to. Like she was like, like you're a fake ass lesbian, low key right now. That's what I felt like. That's what she was looking at. Like, man, you don't love me for real. So
you just love my doggy style.
Pretty much.
And speaking of that girl, we find out that the girl Kanan was fucking with is now pregnant.
Yeah, when I first heard that, I was just like, this bitch lying. Then I'm just like, okay, is this Sean's mom? Didn't we talk about that? Like who Sean's mom is and if she's still alive? So
I think that's what it is. But if that's Sean's mom, Tasha Smith being his mom when he's grown don't make no sense because she light skinned as fuck. And why is she wearing a lace front? They did not have lace fronts back then.
I don't know nothing about that, bro. Keep it real with you, man. I was like, I feel like when I was coming up, all women had natural hair, and they just styled it.
Weaves and extensions for sure, but she had a whole lace front on.
Even when I'm trying to think, like even when we was teenagers, I don't remember girls having weaves yet. I remember it was too grown or something like that. Like I feel like
that's what I meant. Grown women had weaves. Younger girls had extensions, but grown women had weaves.
You can get a press. Like your extensions was braids.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But grown women had the my uncle had a girlfriend used to wash her shit and lay it out on the bed. The piece. So I seen women with weaves before, but she was like, what? How old are they? Like 17?
Yeah.
She had a whole fucking lace front on. I'm like that. I don't think that was popular back then.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I like how they didn't really touch on it. It was like she was pregnant, and that's the last time you saw her. So it's just like now we know that like this fourth season. I'm trying to think of what else happened in this first season, so I can start talking about predictions for the fourth season.
You mean in the third season? What happened in the third season?
I mean, yeah, what happened in this episode, so I can finish talking about that, so we could talk about these fourth season predictions. Marvin, Marvin did something in the beginning, didn't he? Something happened with Marvin. Oh yeah, he was at a funeral. He was at Gerald's funeral, and the cops pulled up on him like just disrespectful, like what I mean, like you did this to Gerald, blah blah blah. Now the girl's got to grow up in foster care, and I'm just like. Man, please have some fucked up people, man. Fucked up shit if you think about it. It's just like, damn, y'all niggas.
You got him killed, right? Like, damn, like.
He's like, y'all niggas is better drug dealers than y'all are cops. Rock and Lou's relationship. How do you feel about that? Like when she went up there and they had that like emotional bond.
She's fucked up emotionally and she don't want to face it.
Yeah,
she kind of because I'll be feeling like that sometimes. It's like everybody ain't as strong as you are, but you expect them to be.
Mm-hmm.
So her thing is like, yeah, I got problems, but nigga, get over it. We out here, we got moves to make, and he like, no, I got real fucking problems. So it's like she loves him to death, but she sees him as weak.
Yeah.
At the same time, like she can't see him. Like she's looking like it's a waste of time. Like how long is it gonna take y'all to fix this nigga? Because I don't know what the fuck his problem is. Like that's how dismissive she is because she don't like facing her own emotions. She don't like dealing with her own shit.
Yeah, and it's funny because there are those two people are like it's super reality, right? Because you have somebody that you're really close to that is just addicted to something, and you just like, and then you got yourself, and it's like I don't have an addictive personality, right? I don't feel like I could get on a drug or an alcohol. I'm not saying I said I feel like I don't. I don't know if
right.
You know how it happens, but there's like when I see a person that I love that's really going through some shit, and then it's like, damn, like nigga, be strong, like just stop, just
that's
put it
what I'm
down,
saying,
bro.
That's
like, what are you doing? Like, why is this taking over you so much that you can't you're not even mentally here no more? And as I feel like Rock is that person that's just like, I've killed people. I've, had to sleep. I've had demons, but I'm good. I'm still moving on. But at the end of the day, like, I think what Marvin or the therapist were trying to tell her, like, yo, you're hurt. Like, there's something, you know what I mean? It's like, you're just not dealing with your pain. You know what I mean? Like, Martin's pain is, Lulu's pain is just pouring out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, he can't even stop it. Like, at this point, like, his demons kind of are taking over his body like he's possessed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he don't even know who he is no more. But
Yeah.
Rock is just like, nigga, like, man that shit up. Like, go ahead and get this nigga some medicine so we can leave. We can ride out on these. She would have low key put that nigga in the car and rode on some niggas the same night.
Yeah, gave him the gun. Like, okay, we back out here now. I need you to be in this corner with me. It's like that's what her mentality is like. Like, move on, forgive and forget.
Yeah.
Like you said, she got her own demons, but she's so scared to face them, or she not that she's scared to face them. She's numb to it.
Yeah,
like he ain't numb to it. It's like now it's catching up to him. It ain't caught up to her yet.
Right. And you know, I feel like it could always catch up to you at some point. You know, especially if we're human at the end of the day. Like we're gonna see Rock hit her emotional point at some point. I don't know when it's gonna be, but it's gonna be a time to where Rock is just like, damn. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be like her brothers, something happened to her brothers, or something happened to Kanan. Whatever it is, she's gonna hit that point at somewhere.
Mm-hmm. It has to be a breaking point. It has to be a breaking point for Kanan to break out and be on his own.
Because Rock be moving. She don't give a fuck.
Everywhere.
Like, you know what I mean? If one thing fuck up, she gonna, hey, I'm about to go do this. You know,
she been maneuvering like she don't got no heart.
Yeah, she pulled up on step. You know what I mean? Pulled up on step 5. I'm like, I need that 500. You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, cool, boom. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there. Like she never really takes a break and sits and reflects about like, shit, what's really going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she tried for like 2 weeks.
Ignore that pain. You got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
But so predictions for next season. So you think next season we get a little time jump and Juke is in the army?
Yeah, I think that's how it's going. I think that's how it's going to start. I think Juke is in the army now, and I feel like Lou is probably going to be getting out of the facility. You know what I mean? Some time is going to go by, and he's like, you know, he not a different man, but he's like, he's ready. He's ready to face, you know what I mean, the world again. As far as the drug business goes, I'm not 100% sure how that's going to go because I still feel like Kanan still got a little bit of animosity, you know, towards his mom. And yeah, even though I didn't let nobody kill you, like it's still like, fuck you, low key. You know what I mean? Like I still want my own, like I don't want to be under you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now I don't think it's going to be family versus family anymore, but we still got to snap and pop. We still got to take care of that part.
I think it's like you said. I think the setup is I'll sell drugs for you, mom, but I'm not working under you. So Kanan got his own thing, but his mom is supplying it.
Right.
And I think that's still going to be. So this is literally why it's going to be them versus Snap and Pop, because they killed the nigga that owes them money.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He still owes them money, but he's dead now. And when they find out Kanan did it, now it's us against y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So what part does Unique play in all of this?
So at first, like they made it almost look like Unique was there and he was just like, oh, y'all killed my brother, I want revenge. But that's not it. You know, I don't think so.
No.
Like, yeah, Ronnie tried to kill Unique. So how can Unique didn't have a problem before he died? You know what I mean? Like they was like kind of messing around, but then they, you know, stopped messing around. The last time Rock saw Unique was at old boy's funeral.
Right.
So I think what they're gonna do is try to make Unique like undercover. I don't think Unique is. I think Unique is going to play
in the dark,
the Phantom. You know what I mean? It's just like shit. You know what I mean? It's like shit's gonna start happening, and don't nobody know who did it. Like right now, he has almost the luxury to kind of like shit. People don't know I'm around. I'm gonna check shit out first.
Yeah, so you know how people keep saying this Breeze. I don't know who the fuck this Breeze dude is, but everybody keeps saying this is Breeze. That's Breeze.
I'm so tired of that shit.
I don't fucking
like who gives a fuck if it's Breeze?
But thinking with Tyrese's mind.
What?
Listen to what I'm saying. Thinking with Tyrese's mind. Breeze is Breeze because can't nobody see him. He's caught in the breeze. Because his name was O2. Because he disappeared. I'm trying to find a logical reason for people to keep bringing up who the fuck Breeze is.
I low key
If he's
would do. I'm trying. I might do some YouTube research because like I remember them talking about Breeze right in the powers. I remember that. You know what I mean? But what the fuck does that have to do with moving the story along? Like, why does that
I don't.
matter? Like,
It must be important because everybody keeps saying, "Oh, that must be Breeze."
I think people are ready for Ghost and Tommy to enter the chat. I think that's what it
Yeah.
is. I think once Breeze is there, then Ghost and Tommy, you know what I mean? Like, we know they're coming. Because I don't know what season it's going to be. But, like,
Next season?
you know, it would have been crazy, which I don't think they're going to do it that quick, if Kanan is really Kanan next season.
Oh, that wouldn't work.
Because it's like that. Like, damn, how many years went by?
That wouldn't work because it'd be a hell of shit unexplained.
Yeah.
Because if we get Kanan as Kanan, then we got to explain what happened to fucking Marvin, Lulu, what happened to his mom, what did fucking what's her name do? Did she go to the army? Did she come out? Where's Joey Badass at? Where's Snap and Pop? Like, you got too many people to explain. Where the fuck is Famous?
That would piss a lot of people off.
Yes.
Like if they was just like started it was like 5 years later, so it's like some people ain't here no more. You're like, what? Like, yeah, Marvin died. Like, what do you mean? Famous is in jail. Like, what?
I think we get introduced to Tommy and Ghost next season.
Yeah, I think all of these go to like season 5. So we got one more season to like probably, you know, get to the point to where you still might not ever see Kanan as an adult in.
No, I don't think we're ever going to see him as an adult.
Yeah. So it's like
as an adult, as in his later age.
At 50 Cent is what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so, but yeah, that's. I feel like my prediction is just kind of like how it's going to start beginning wise, but then it's like, all right, are Snap and Pop big enough to carry the 4th season?
They are, because we're going to get introduced to somebody else in the next season that works under them.
What if Unique goes to Snap and Pop? Like, because Unique he was the nigga looking for work at one point. You know what I mean? But now he don't got that work because, you know, it's not even available anymore. Rock took it.
So the way Unique was presented, the way he was dressed in all black, the way we think he's going to be creeping in the shadows, they're setting him up as Omar from The Wire.
He got the scar too.
He going to be out there robbing niggas in the dark.
I feel like they're trying. I'm trying to figure out who they're using his character against, because it's not Rock. So it's not
Rock.
I feel like they're going to use his character to go against, like, it's almost like, all right, he might be handling like Rock's dirty work and she don't even know it.
Like protecting her from the shadows.
Yeah. Just like, oh shit. Anytime like Rock was going to get popped or Kanan was going to get caught, like this nigga Unique came out of nowhere like, hey, nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
I think Snap and Pop it's going to be a new character introduced that's under them, that's supposed to be so cold at what he does. I think that's the angle we take.
Yeah. You gonna miss Ronnie?
I'm gonna go, fuck no. I'm glad that nigga's dead, man. I'm glad, nigga. I'm telling you, I jumped up like Kanan shot a 3 at the buzzer. Like, yes, nigga, fuck him.
What do you mean?
Fuck him.
I saw a TikTok. There's people going up to people in Walmart acting like Ronnie. So they're walking to us like, I need you to come with me. It's a party going on. You're going to want to be at this party. She's like, what?
I'm glad that nigga gone, man.
Yeah, I was happy when it happened. As soon as I saw Kane go from the back, his back pocket,
yeah,
like, yeah, he out. You know what I mean?
Gone. Fuck this nigga.
Yeah. Next season gonna be kind of crazy. I feel like, because now you have like the family is back together. You know what I mean? So it's like, now let's try to figure out, you know, how to go against, you know, Snap and Pop, you know, how to take them out. Unique as like kind of the wild card in the situation.
Yeah.
You know, Famous possibilities. You know what I mean? Like, is he gonna tell? He's not gonna tell. Is he blowing up? Whatever. Is he gonna die or go to jail? Whatever the case is, because I know that's because there's something's got to bring him and Famous back together. I mean, him and Kanan back together. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be I think you're right with the jump ahead thing. I think this is how I think we jump into the next season. We jump in, Kanan's doing his own thing under his mom, but it's his own thing.
Yeah.
The girl has the baby, so we got little Sean named after Kanan. Famous is doing his music thing produced by Lulu. I think that's the world we walk into. We walk into like everything is good. Fucking I think like you said, what's her name's in the army, but something's gonna happen to her. She gets kicked out the army. She's gonna lose it on somebody, and she's gonna get kicked out, sit back home, and then that's when you see the turn to her going into her bullshit.
Yeah, the only thing about that, right? Like, I don't think she can become a police officer if she got like something happened in the army to where she got kicked out.
So they'll write it to where she got kicked out, but she good.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? And also, somebody posted that her name is different in Power. Like her last name was different, so she could have did the switch,
changed her identity and all of that,
or because I think at a time, don't quote me on this, but I think at a time, homosexuality wasn't allowed in the army. Do you remember that?
I think that was in the 60s or something like that.
Oh, that was the 60s. That was long ago.
Yeah, 90s. That's not
there. Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember it being a thing.
Yeah,
but I think I just feel like everything looks like it's going cool.
Yeah,
I think we lose Uncle Marvin next season.
That's a huge possibility because I feel like didn't we always? I don't know what movie we said this on, but it's like once you had the chance to die and you don't die, you there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Lou had his chance. Like they were gonna pop him and they didn't pop him. They were going to, but we thought they was gonna pop him.
They burned him in the house. He got out.
Yeah,
Marvin
like
saved him.
Lou has been surviving, and like Marvin is everybody's almost like favorite character at this point. You know what I mean? So it's like I saw in that, remember that scene that I sent you about Power when Kanan he had got burned up and he was at Jukebox's house, and you was like, what the fuck this thing got to do with anything? And it was the fact that 50 Cent had kind of stuttered when he was just like, he said something that happened to Juke's father. He was just like, oh yeah, you know, we was cool when Juke's father went to jail. Like he had kind of paused, you know what I mean? Versus like him dying or going to jail. He didn't just say, oh yeah, when Juke's father went to jail, we had kind of woo-woo. So it's like, I think that pause was like, that nigga might die.
He either die or go to jail. His faith is, my thing is he's out next season.
Yeah, either going to jail or dead. I don't want that. And that's going to suck.
Yeah, anticipation is everything.
But I also think that, back to Famous, there's no way Kanan names his son after Famous if Famous is alive. Or Famous didn't save his life at some point. Because right now they still are bumping heads. Like he ain't going to just 9 months later going to name his son after Famous. And nothing changed. Like something has to happen. Like he has to die or he has to save Kanan. Or protect Kanan in some type of way.
I just feel like we're gonna get him moved on. Like they're gonna overlook the patching up of that relationship. It's gonna be he's doing music. They might even start it at a Famous concert and what you call it is there.
Come on, next season.
Yeah. They might start it with that, like at his concert. Yeah, good job, Fame. Like they're partners again, but we're not gonna see why.
Yeah,
you know what it was though. What the patch was?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Famous told him, "Nigga, they shot at your mama."
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a patch moment because it's like, even though I dogged you, you still let me know these niggas shot at my mama.
He owed that nigga that because he
did
tell his mama. He didn't tell him his mama put a gun in it. How do you even go about that? Like that's family business. That's family business at the end of the day. To where it's like your mom puts a gun in Lamar's backpack.
Yeah,
like you my boy, and your mom would be just like, you better not tell him. I'll be like, I gotta tell my nephew that's a gun. You know what I mean? So it's just like you conflicted because like you don't want to get in the family business, but at the same time you can get in trouble for this. And it's like, I'm not your mama's friend.
So the thing is,
I respect your mom, but that's like I gotta tell my friend what happened.
So this is what I would do in that situation if I was Famous once she leaves, I'm in that backpack taking that gun out that motherfucker.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, I'm taking it out. I won't tell you your mama came over here. I won't tell you she put a gun in your backpack. It'll come one day later on. Like, I would tell them when nothing happened. Like, nigga, one day your mom came and put this shit in your backpack.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna just let him go to school with it. Like, that don't make no fucking sense.
I think Famous was scared for his life more than anything. I think he thought that if he did anything, Rock might try to pop him.
That's what's up. But I still would have took that gun out of it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said shit. I just took the gun out the backpack.
Yeah. Like, why you didn't tell me? She came over here. You took that money from him. I was like, yeah, I took the money. I needed to pay rent.
I need to buy these links and eggs, nigga.
Man, I was like, your mama got money. What you want me to do, bro?
But anyways, man, that's our predictions. We've got to get into these comments.
Man, finale. That was crazy. We gotta wait till 2025.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Nigga, this shit coming out when the Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out.
Don't do that. That's like I said, for me, this is I can't think of. I loved the very first Power. I loved it up until a certain point. As far as just one episode goes, I think this is my very favorite Power episode. The 3 back-to-back moments they gave us, like this nigga got killed, then this nigga got killed, then this nigga shows up. It was just like, damn.
It was crazy. The trifecta was nice. I like endings like that. Like, remember when on Power Book 2 with Tariq, like what's it called? I think it was the white boy, Tariq's partner, Brendan.
I love that shit too, though. I love that too.
When that nigga saved him at the end and shit like that, and then they got away or whatever. Like, that's lower ending. That's lower end finales for me. You know what I mean? Like, it was cool, but I was just like,
I love that shit.
I gotta wait. I gotta wait a year.
Hey, I love that shit. What's his name? He came through and saved him.
It's Brendan, Brandon.
Brendan, yeah. The way he came through, man, I love that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But this episode, man, I'm telling you, I'm jumping up and down like these niggas are shooting threes.
Yeah. You want me to read them?
Yep, let's go.
I'll start off with Beatrice, because I just need to understand what was going on. I understand the first one. It wasn't Martin. She said it wasn't in harm's way. It was because he could do the job, Marvin. Don't mess with 401k. It's like, I understood that one. And then she said Debo was a flunky. Who's Debo? You talking about Debo from Friday, or is there a character named Debo that we don't know about?
I feel like she was talking about Debo from Friday.
Okay,
because I can't think of no other Debos. I literally was lost on that when I saw it. I was like, I don't get it. But
and then she said, Tariq 2 kidnapped 1, Jukebox 2 Vincent. He set it up, idiot. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you would call me an idiot or Lamar idiot or the show. But please clear that up for us.
Oh, no, she was saying Vincent was an idiot.
Yeah, I was like, I don't understand. But
Tariq 2 kidnapped 1, Jukebox 2.
Vincent, he set it up, idiot.
2 kidnapped, 1 Jukebox, 2 Vincent. He set it up, idiot.
Like Tariq,
I don't know.
Tariq kidnapped 2?
I don't know.
Yeah. So Tariq 2 I don't know. But yeah, Beatrice, clear that up for us so we can know exactly how to
yeah, I'm lost on that one.
Understand that one, because we want to I want to understand like what part of the show we was talking about when that happened. Taekwon Connell 5791 said they definitely overselling Snap and Pop. A lot of these characters are based on real people who was hustling back in the time period, so it's comical for the writers to come up with goofy ass street names based on cereal. All right, let's see. Your girl Breezy. Give me a cigarette. My nerve is bad. The Fed said they heard that I know where them birds at. Man, this was the best episode thus far. Shannon Daddy said 2 + 2 equals Detective Howard because he been lying the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
That dope Gerald took and daughter out of here. God damn. But glad he confessed and put Marvin on game. Y'all think Pebbles gonna kick Jukebox out of butter?
Pebbles.
Oh man, her references be I catch them, so it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me the rejects, aka Snaps, Pop, Ronnie, and Kanan want to put a hit out on Rock because nonverbal Urkel can't secure a plug? Hey, you need a podcast, your girl, bro. You need something. You need something. FYI, Detective Howard is gonna snitch. And lastly, I feel like Rock and Marvin taking Lou to rehab. I just don't feel like nothing. I just don't feel like they're gonna kill him. Like, yeah, your girl, bro, you need a podcast because you got bars. She also said, I just thought about this too. When Jukebox and Kanan gonna fall? When is Jukebox and Kanan gonna fall out?
They had that falling out.
Yeah, his bad drugs killed Nicole. Played in her face with Aisha and fuck Crystal. Ronnie is a completely opposite of what he tried to make himself since getting out. Dude is a bodyguard to a 16-year-old, I think she was saying.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Yeah. Selectively punking people he knows are weaker than him. In debt, no plug, no home, no bitch, no nothing. Writers write his ass off. And they did.
And they did.
They did. Yeah, that was it. Miss Sharon had commented on another episode. I think she's catching up. She said, thanks, guys. I was driving while listening and couldn't comment. Great review as always.
Thank you, Miss Sharon. And we actually got a comment on Spotify for the Spotify listeners. You can drop your comments there. I don't know if you can do comments on Apple or nothing else, but I know you can do them on Spotify.
Yeah.
But the comment is from Darren Day. He said, great episode. Marvin definitely not no flunky. The work he putting in is not low level, just my opinion. I think Juke gonna kill someone and maybe Ronnie then run off to the army. So he was predicting that Juke was gonna kill Ronnie and go to the army.
Yeah.
But his comment about the flunky, I think I've been thinking about that since we had that back and forth about it. Mm-hmm. I think it's just the way we use the word that make it sound worse than what you were saying it was. So it's like being ignorant is not necessarily a negative thing, but if you tell somebody they're ignorant, they're gonna take it like you calling me stupid. But it's like, what? No, you could be ignorant towards a subject.
Yeah, like I just don't know. Like I've said that before. Like, oh yeah, I'm ignorant to that. I don't, I'm not sure, but I'm not ignorant. Like in the black world, right? So like, nigga, you ignorant. Like they say it just like that.
Yeah, you know shut your ignorant ass up.
Ignorant. Like, whoa, wait a minute, brother.
Yeah, like you take it as a negative, just like flunky. Like what's another word for flunky? What's another word for flunky? By definition, I mean, yes, not how we use it.
Right. See, I looked it up that day, and it was like kind of like what I was saying, right? Like it wasn't. It was like a footman. You know what I mean? An attendant. Lackey, that's pretty, you know what I mean? Like
that's just like saying flunky.
That's like saying flunky. You're a pawn, a puppet, an instrument.
Damn, all in words.
You a bitch. It's a yes man. Poodle. That's a Bay word.
A poodle, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's like calling a nigga a punk.
Yeah.
But it's just like I feel like that diminishes what he really does on a day-to-day. It's like when if you who could I so Dr. Dre makes beats, right? But then he also has people make beats for him.
Yeah.
It's like looking at that nigga and being like, you're a flunky. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, no, he make good beats. He makes beats too. It's just that he's doing it for Dr. Dre. So it's like putting a negative on what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain it. Like when we make movies, I write the movies, you make the movie.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody held me higher as being a writer and called you a flunky, you'd be like, bitch, I made the movie.
Right.
He wrote it though. Like, nigga, what the fuck they got to do with anything? You know what I mean?
I'd be like, huh?
It's like that's the wrong. I don't know. I just don't like using that term for what Marvin is, because I don't think that's what he is. I feel like he's more of a right hand. He definitely is her bodyguard. He's her messenger. He does everything for her, but that does not, in my opinion, make him a flunky.
I think it's because we like Marvin, right? We like who his character is. But I think in any other, would you consider Snap and Pop, Ronnie Snap and Pop's flunky?
Yes.
And it's not, I feel like we don't like Ronnie So it's not the same, you know what I mean? But at the same time, he's doing the same thing that Marvin is doing for Rock. Like he's out
So
there
this is the difference.
out there handling business for them.
So this is the difference. And I just thought of it right now when you said that, because I was thinking about the dude from Power, the fake Jamaican dude, from Tariq, the one that always showed up at the drug dealers talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like what makes them a flunky is because the respect isn't there. They keep calling Ronnie Urkel. They don't respect him at all. They belittle him.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, he's a flunky. Rock respects Marvin. She got him doing everything, but she respects him enough to be like, I love this nigga. This is my brother. It's like that respect is there. She can't live without him, which is more than a flunky. They can live without Ronnie.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. That if there's respect, then it's just more of like, you know, I guess him being just, you know, her hitman or her go-to guy, whatever you want to call it.
Mm.
But I still feel like somebody could call him a flunky. I feel like that definition would still be there depending on who was saying, like, so you do everything Rock tell you to do. Like, she tell you to go make it, you do it. You put yourself in danger for Rock, but that's his sister. So it's different. You know what I mean? But and just like you said, respect is there. It's different because it's the sister and the respect is there. So you wouldn't call him a flunky. And it's just, I just think by definition, if I didn't know these niggas and I started to, you know, come into their life and I'm like, damn, she's doing everything she say.
Like you is too, nigga. Now take this package across the street and shut the fuck.
I'm like, I'm not doing it.
You my flunky, nigga. Take this motherfucking package across the street. I'm gonna kill your ass.
The flunky of a flunky is crazy.
I just the word don't say.
I feel you. It is a derogatory word.
Yeah,
there's nothing that you would want to be called. You can't flip that. Oh no, I don't mean that, nigga. So flunky is like, you know, you you cool nigga, but you know how niggas try to make bad shit sound good. Nah, nigga, I don't mean it like that. Like flunky.
Take it off my watch and shit. Like, nah, my nigga, that's what you meant though.
Like, nigga, I don't mean you a bitch. Like, you know what I mean? I mean you like bitchy.
You ain't all the way a bitch, but you be doing bitch shit. You a poodle. You a fucking poodle.
You a suck ass nigga, but
that shit ain't cool, man.
That shit ain't cool at all. Like, nigga, what?
But Marvin ain't no fucking flunky. But anyways, man, like we said, well, in my opinion, this is the greatest Power episode I think I've seen.
Top 3 at least.
I can't think of another episode.
It's so many. It's hard. Well, you talking about in Kanan or just Power universe?
Just Power, period. I'm saying as far as how an episode made me feel.
Yeah, I would say top 3 because I know there were some good episodes in the first Power that I'm like, ooh, shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I haven't seen it in a while. So I would definitely put it in the top 3, top 5 at least for sure.
So this is why I'm saying top 3, because I can't even remember how episodes ended from the other seasons. But I can remember vividly that there was never a 3-part punch like we got in this one. There was never an episode where it ended with 3 things that was so fucking catastrophic to the story happening at the same time. Yeah. 3 different times. It was always like one thing would happen. You'd be like, oh shit, I can't wait till next week.
I think it was because it was satisfying too. Because there could be really good episodes that were just like, oh, that was good, but it wasn't satisfying. It was just like a good episode. Like this was like, I felt good about what just happened to everybody.
Right. And now we're anticipating next season, and it didn't even leave us with a cliffhanger for real.
Yeah, Unique is kind of a cliffhanger.
Kind of, but it's not like it's not like Unique had a gun to Rock head and then it went off.
You know, I'm gonna be real upset at the writers if y'all brought him back on some scrap shit.
I didn't even think about it.
I'll be real upset.
I want to say this though. No, I want to say this for 2 seconds. I thought that.
Yeah.
For literally 2 seconds, I thought this is what Lulu's been dealing with. This is the ghost coming back to haunt him. The only reason I don't think it's that is because there will be no reason for him to haunt his brother's dead body. And if you saw when Rock and them ran out of the building, somebody's looking from long distance. I'm like, who the fuck is looking at them? Did you see that part? When they're running to the car, somebody's like peeking.
Well, since I've seen camera angles like that before, and I'm like, who is that? And it ended up not being nobody. So it's just like, all right, is that just the angle or somebody looking? But I wasn't thinking about it at the time I saw it. I just thought it was the angle that they were trying to capture.
So in those angles, normally the camera's sitting, right? Like there's no movement.
Mm-hmm.
The camera was like this.
It was dipping. Okay, yeah, I didn't think about it at all when I saw it.
Yeah. So when I saw that, because I'm like, who is that? The police watching? Like I'm thinking they followed Howard. I'm like, what is that? The police? But then when they, like I said, when they showed them boots for 2 seconds, when they showed his face, I was like, please don't be a ghost. But then I just thought about the situation, like it can't be.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about how they have played this in the past. Like, remember Kanan came back and was there, like talking to Tariq? And,
yeah,
I remember that. I mean?
But Tariq was alive.
He was, and you know what I mean? And then like Scrap, you know, he keeps seeing, Luke keeps seeing Scrap. And it's just like Marvin, Unique's character comes back to kind of like, all right, like, you know, to watch his brother die, like as a ghost.
But
like, all right, nigga, we got your ass or whatever. But I don't think so. But
no, also in 50's quote, he said, when you kill a nigga, make sure the nigga is dead.
Yeah.
So he's there. And his ghost wouldn't have that fucking scar on his face.
Yeah. They better not. That's all I gotta say. I'll stop watching the show.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, saying they're not doing it.
Good ass episode, man. Yeah, like tell us how you felt about the episode in the comments. You know,
like, share, subscribe, talk back.
Do you rank this as one of the highest episodes in the Power universe as far as pretty much all of the powers? You know what I mean?
And if you have an episode you think is higher, let us know so I can remember, because I don't remember it. There's a lot of fucking episodes.
We got to run Power back one day when we get bored.
Yeah, I don't know what day that's gonna be.
Get me. But anyway,
like, share, subscribe, talk back wherever. If you there, let us know down below what you thought about this episode and how you feel about the upcoming season.
We out.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.